there, but Damage, no shortage of weapons.
Look at this. Marcela Margot going to be drawing the start as well, too. And both Keith Brown and Alex Goldman at the same time attacking that snake. Should be fun to watch here. But Infamous, as you said, they did outstanding in the 3-man, and that is also a high-powered roster as well, too. Infamous starting on the blue side, and they're going to be losing Jonah Jamrose here off the break. That was Marcela Margot shooting from that back center as Damage double up that back center. And they're going to be losing Keith Brown, though, as Keith Brown gets chopped up trying to get into that inside snake 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's playing that can. I think it's Trevor Reeser for Infamous shooting that gap from that Dorito can. Marcelo Margot, though, making the quick fill into the Hertz can. Alex Goldman has gone into Snake 1. So 4-on-4 situation. Infamous now also in the snake. Marcelo going to get behind Alex Goldman. These two players were scheduled to play for Edmonton Impact. Here they are on Tampa Bay Damage in the first match here at the Lone Star Open.
Yeah, crazy how things work here in Pro Paintball. Now Zach Patient's going to hit the deck, and he's going to crawl up into Snake 3, so slightly better field position, but another body over here, another body for Damage with 2 stacked up on this Snake side, as Marcel Margot made that nice fill to get out behind Alex Goldman. So still 4-on-4 right now here in point number 1, game number 1.
Yeah, I would say advantage Damage, however, with this 2-on-1 situation on the Snake side. If Alex Goldman can find a way to get Zach Patient out of that Snake 3 for Infamous, it's going to be all Damage out here. Jacob Edwards sneaks into that mini wall for Damage. He's going to be able to hold up any attack on the Doritos side for Infamous from there.
Yeah, very crucial to see who's going to get this next kill, as the parity on the bodies is even here still, 4-on-4. Again, slightly better field position for Damage as they have another body here on this powerful Snake side. We saw how this field played yesterday as far as tactics and strategy in the 3-man, but you add those extra bodies out here and it definitely changes a ton of these angles, and unlimited paint out here. You can carry as many pods as you want.
And the Overwatch protection on Zach Patient in that Snake 3 for Infamous is far away. It's the Dorito 1 and the Dorito can. However, Chris Horn going to die out of the Dorito, so now 4-on-3 advantage Infamous.
These are the moments that Infamous cannot blow right now. They have a high body situation. Marcelo Margot initially going up there. The move coming down the highway. Zach Patient runs down. Alex Goldman has to trade his body to do it. We love trades in high body moments. It's a 3-on-2 here, currently still in favor of Infamous as they're pushing the issue, diving another body in the Snake. Here comes a counterpunch from Marcelo Margot, though.
Jacob Edwards has died, however, so it's now Marcelo just in a 1-on-3. He's in the Snake 2, not an ideal position, but Marcelo, not one you can ever sleep on. This man has a way of putting shots on people in unlikely scenarios.
Well, I'm also wondering, Mike, if he knows that Jake dropped his body and he's actually going to get a little concession here from Coach Brettauer, who had seen enough. Though Marcelo Margot has excelled in low-body situations to become a paintball icon over the years, they're just going to reset it back to 5-on-5. So these teams switching sides now. Every time a point is won, the sides will switch. Occasionally there'll be a no point when all the bodies get shot and no one hits the buzzer. And they'll stay on the same side. So Infamous up 1-0.
So a different look, but not a full line shift for Damage as they kill Zach Patient early. 5-on-4, make it a 5-on-3. Damage winning the first 30 seconds. They have Marcelo Margot, CJ Cantor, Alex Goldman, Jason Edwards, and I believe Chris Shear out there. Ref following Marcelo.
Yeah, Marcelo getting chased by the ref and scoured over as Infamous tries to reposition in this low body moment. Referee's going to come and give their D-side attacker a check as Damage flies into the 50.
Yeah, with Chris Shear, I believe he killed the center 50 player. Now he's going to bunker Nathan Abul Hassan, still alive. Snake player is still alive for now, no longer. Chris Shear shooting Ryan Hall in the back and letting his boys know, hey, I'm at their spawn.
So here on your screen is waving everybody. Hey, did all the killing over here on the D side. I think we're good to go. So he's going to ask for a check, though. Always smart to try to do the spin for one of your teammates. Make sure you don't want to hit that buzzer with a hit on you.
Damage looking real good out here so far. Lost that first point, but responding well with that shift in the lineup there.
Yeah, and some early kills. We just saw that in point number 1 with Tauntauns and Sea Dogs. And Damage, Potent Guns off the break here. Going to make a little bit of light work in point number 2 to tie it up. You can see here on the replay as Zach Patient diving into Snake 1.
Oh, he died on his first engagement. You hate to see it.
Yeah, it's tough when you get your first attacker in there clean and he dies in that first engagement. And then here was Ryan Hall trying to make something happen.
Back out here, along with, I believe that's Horn, perhaps Shear on the Dorito side. And it's Daniel Holiday getting into the snake. So is Jonah Jamrose, though. Oh, yeah, it's Horn all the way into the 50 brick early on the Dorito side for damage with Holiday in the snake, too. So aggressive from damage.
Good to see Horn getting some spins out here. Always hearing really good things about how he does in the practice sessions that Tampa Bay Damage has in preparation. Cantor ripping the lane to try to protect in front of that D side. With all that early penetration over there for Horn.
That's a really strong setup there. Already having the 50 brick and CJ on the overwatch. Now Marcela Margot getting into the Plano Tortilla Tower behind Daniel Holiday. Damage has developed really well. However, Jonah Jamrose is on to Damage's side of the field on the snake. Oh, and he shoots Chris Horn cross field. So Jonah Jamrose meeting offense with offense, getting the first kill out here, and he kills Jason Edwards. So Jonah Jamrose clocking in right here, 2-body advantage Infamous.
Jonah Jamrose was lights out in the 3-man competition for Infamous, and a big part of the reason they went so deep with 2 crucial kills in this tie ball game. In this high-powered roster, Tampa Bay Damage. Holiday gonna bully his way up, and then he's gonna get taken out cross field, so good overwatch here on Jonah Jamrose for Infamous.
I don't know that Dan Holiday ever knew that Jonah was in there, and that's the thing when Jonah killed both players cross field. No one got eyes on him. It's just Keith Brown now. Infamous cruising and bruising, taking a 1-point lead against Tampa Bay Damage.
Travis Lemansky, owner and coach of Infamous, pumped up right now. Here as they take a slight lead over Tampa Bay. These points are going a little bit faster, though, in this match, so there's still a lot of time left in this one here, Mike.
But right now it's Infamous. Quick turnaround here.
Ooh, looks like Jacob Edwards shot off the break here, so it's going to be a 5-on-4 situation. No 4-on-4 as Zach Patient takes the walk for Infamous. And Edwards for damage, so. But Goldman first to attack here in the snake in good position.
Oh, another
be
body.
losing Keith Brown, though, so Keith Brown coming off now. Just 3 bodies out there for Tampa Bay Damage with 9:13 on the clock.
That's the second time Keith Brown has got shot through that gap from the mini wall into the inside snake. 3-on-3 situation. Marcelo Margot, elite communicator, picks up the move into the 40 wedge for Infamous and lets the Damage boys know. Alex Goldman behind enemy lines on Infamous' side of the field. And he's got, who is this in front of him, Maddie?
In front of?
For Infamous.
Might be Ryan Hall.
I think Ryan Hall and Alex Goldman in a bloody knuckle showdown. Callie Rudolph now coming on the overwatch with his snake player in front of him. So Alex Goldman in a really tough situation with 2 Infamous players right in front of him.
Could be Nathan. Yeah, it's Nathan Husson.
Wow, don't usually see him on this side of the field, but responding to the call. Abul Hassan, oh!
Goldman, did he get both of them? No, did not shoot Abel Husson, so Nathan's gonna hit the deck and he's gonna crawl up. It looks like Marcelo Margot, though, with a really nice move, and he's going to run all the way out. Does he get the shot in on Nathan? No, he does not. Like the creativity, had to try to make something work here to stop the bleeding for Tampa Bay, but Marcelo's still alive at the Tortilla Tower.
Yeah, I think Nathan Abul Hassan felt that heat come out. Here comes Marcelo. He's going to try it again, and he gets picked up by Nathan. So now it's a 2-on-1 advantage. Infamous. Awesome job, Nathan Abul Hassan.
And the past couple seasons, that roster's really good. It's been a bit of a mystery and a head-scratcher as to why Infamous isn't doing better.
They get 5 alive, and Jonah Jamrose into the snake. So does Damage, although they lose Chris Shear off the break, but they get Alex Goldman very quickly deep into the snake for Damage. Jonah Jamrose in there as well, though, so Alex Goldman and Jonah Jamrose, close heads-up battle. It looks like Trevor Reeser coming off for Infamous, a 4-on-4 situation, Maddie.
Yeah, 4-on-4 here. With 7 minutes to go. Double stack of bodies for both squads here on the snake side. Going to see this all tournament long. The meta of this field is flood bodies towards the snake side, counterpunch on the D side. Middle, didn't hear much at all about how potent that middle was, or that it was potent at all in the practice session. So it's going to be get outside and get up the field.
field position advantage for Infamous. They're in the 40 wedge and the Snake 2. Now make it the 50 brick. Hunting for Alex Goldman. It's a little tricky in that spot because now he has to keep his gun. Alex Goldman takes another bite forward. He's going to shoot that 50 brick. Infamous with a 2-point lead and some forward spots, looking good. Triple stack of bodies, though, for damage on the Snake side with Marcela Margot, CJ Cantor, and Alex Goldman.
Well, this is the big momentum shifter point. Yeah, things haven't been going Damage's way, but these guys have won a decent amount of tournaments past couple seasons. Everyone on that squad's very experienced, so they can't get rattled by this moment. Be patient. It's even on bodies. Try to catch Infamous, make a mistake, and then depending on how long it goes, yeah, you're eventually going to have to start attacking into these guns, but they have some time to work with here, only down by 2.
Alex Goldman trying to shoot a bounce shot off the Dorito 4 into the 50 brick. Those aren't zinging right at, I think that's Silberg in the 50 brick, but feels like, looking at it from up here, if you hit it at just the right spot, it looks like it's going to zing in there.
Yeah, Infamous had some just insanely aggressive breakouts in the 3-man, and they were pushing the issue and playing aggressive. And so having Silberg at this 50 right now with this 2-point lead is massive, as long as he stays alive from that bounce shot and doesn't over-engage.
Yeah, he's just keeping his gun to protect if Alex Goldman takes that next bump. It's going to be a heads-up battle cross field. Right now, though, Infamous with a 2-point lead and forward positions, Maddie. I think this is the ideal for clock-killing situations. If you're damaged, there's not much they can do in terms of forcing the action on Infamous, and they're down 2.
Well, the unfortunate thing for Damage right now is the thorn in their side is Silberg at the 50-yard line. They don't have anyone close to him to go get him, to run him down. Eventually, somebody's going to have to work in that position, and then Sam just needs to not over-engage. You've done a lot of work. You're already in a really good spot. Just stay in that spot and get shot at for a little bit. Burn some clock. You got a 2-point lead.
And with Jonah Jamrose and Zach Patient on the Snake side, it's not like Alex Goldman can just come down and turn the field either. So having the forward progress on both sides for Infamous, really great situation here, coming under 5 minutes with a 2-point lead. Tampa Bay Damage, though, always deadly in gun battling situations. How many times have we seen Jason Edwards just start clocking in on gunfights in situations like this?
Well, Jonah's got to be careful here. Oh, and he actually gets the shot in on him, but they lose Zach Patient at the same time. Now it's 3-on-3, so CJ Cantor loses a gunfight to Jonah Jamrose, but Zach Patient gets shot at as that happens. But the important link of the puzzle here for Infamous is Sam Silberg, and he's alive at that 50, and he just has to be careful of that bounce shot. Those are coming relatively close, but not close enough yet.
So Marcelo's not going to catch any pressure right here because Jonah has to keep eyes on Alex Goldman. Velez has to keep eyes on Jason Edwards. So Marcelo has the ball.
Tactical retreat here for Sam Silberg. Almost catches Alex Goldman, who had popped the top, not feeling any pressure, knowing the bodies were in front of him. But that tactical retreat almost cost Mouse's body. Mouse felt the pressure. Sam just missed that shot.
I like the retreat, too, because now he's protected from the bounce shot, and Velez can protect him if Jason Edwards tries to make a move forward. Marcela Margot now recognizing that he's catching no pressure, no eyes on him, making a move into that inset Snake.
Well, Damage has put a body closer on that D side to try to find Silberg and get him off the field because he's stopping the attack here. And this is a straight-up island drill. It's just Sam Silberg over there on the D side.
But he does have, I believe it's Velez on the overwatch, so that makes it really hard to get him off the field because from that mini wall we were just talking about, he's got both gaps coming forward.
3 minutes left on the clock. Big moment here early on in the tournament.
Marcelo is so deadly in these situations. No one's shot at Marcelo in a while. We know that this man can figure out the situation. He's going to shoot Silberg in the side right there. Marcelo just recognizing he's not catching pressure. Silberg over, taking the move forward, thinking it's safe. It's not because Marcelo Margot's on the field.
Yeah, and as we talked about, now that Sam's dead, going to make it a lot easier. They still have to worry about Velez's gun, but Velez is going to have to go back and forth because it's just 2 of them left alive, and he can't just let Jonah do it all by himself over here. Great shot by Marcelo. That was the difference maker here if Damage can close out this point. Still a little bit of work to do. And again, down by 2, have to push the issue.
Ooh.
Oh, Marcelo, 2-pack here for Marcelo. Just 1 body left alive. It's Rob Velez, and here comes a combo of Margot and Edwards. They blast Velez. And that's why you pay Marcela Margot.
Maddie, we said it. It's a 3-on-3. Marcel's not catching heat. He has the ball. What does he do? Shoot all 3 bodies and cut the lead to 1 with 2 minutes left to go. That's why he's one of the best in the game.
Just chef's kiss for Marcela Margot in that one. That was beautiful.
2 minutes left in the game, and Damage with the momentum now. After pulling out that situation, only down 1, fighting back.
Minute 20.
It's going to be Silberg, Hall, Callie Rudolph, Nathan Abul-Hassan, and Zach Patient. Looking at, I believe, Chris Shear, Jacob Edwards, Marcela Margot, Alex Goldman, and I think Keith Brown.
Here we go, big moments already in set 1 of this tournament. As body drop in, things are going well here for Tampa Bay. They shoot a body on the break. They got a 1 body advantage here, 5-on-4.
Huge, huge. That's exactly what you want if you're Tampa Bay Damage, a 5-on-4 breakout. Now Chris Shear dipping into that mini wedge. Zach Patient into the snake 2. That's a huge position for Infamous in this clock kill moment. Down a body, but with a 1-point lead and only a minute 20 on the clock. Infamous trying to seize the momentum from yesterday and win their first match here against Tampa Bay Damage.
Yeah, so even though they did get a kill on the break, Tampa Bay has to put themselves in attacking position here in the next 30 seconds. You want to be at or near the 50-yard line when you hit that 30-second mark to give yourself time to develop a creative offensive look.
Huge move, even though it doesn't look like. Callie Rudolph into that mini wall. That's going to make it hard for Chris Shear to come up the Doritos side. We're down to under 60 seconds left, and Infamous is set up really well to kill the clock right here, Maddie.
Yeah, here comes Tampa Bay Damage. They have 20 seconds to get at or near the 50. Shear's just going to bully his way right into that 50-yard line on the D side, but they are going to be losing a body over there, and they're going to be losing Mouse as well, too. So good zone control from Infamous. 4-on-3 here, they're now in favor of Infamous.
Yeah, tough death by Marcelo there.
Yeah, but here comes Chris Shear. He's going to commit on that D side and try to draw some guns. No penalty assessed, even though Infamous, it is going to be actually a major penalty, so the ref had to think about it for a second. Major penalty going to be assessed. That is going to stop the clock. It's under 60 seconds.
That's a win for Infamous.
There's still 16 seconds left, and then Jason has to review that.
Right.
But yes, it does appear that is going to be a win for Infamous.
So Keith Brown comes off the field. That's going to be confirming the penalty, I believe. We haven't seen the point go up on the board, but major penalty in the last 60 seconds is an automatic swing point and an automatic you start down a body. It doesn't matter how many bodies you had on the field. Yep, reverse point, 4-2 Infamous in a 5-on-4 breakout here. Infamous looking good. Looking like they're going to take out maybe the most well-compensated roster. It's probably between Impact and Damage here. Both those teams with an embarrassment of riches in terms of talent, but Infamous, no slouches.
Well, Damage has found success the past few seasons and won some tournaments, even without these new pickups, and those pickups are some of the best to ever do it. We'll be talking about that throughout the tournament here. Jumping into this last 19 seconds. Infamous, officially 2-point lead. Damage gonna just go to some spots and shoot guns. Not gonna try to send it. They're gonna be content to take this 2-point loss, which totally makes sense.
Good job, Infamous. Sometimes it can be a trap playing well in a situation like that 3-man tournament. Nope, they built on it. They were hanging tough against Damage. 2-point victory here.